first play, Bridgewater looking to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They go play action. Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. The 20. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Bridgewater with a keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Dolphins put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Gonna throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On 4th down, Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Play action now. Bridgewater. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Bridgewater. Steps away. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. To throw is Bridgewater. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. To throw, Bridgewater. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Herbert now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Eckler now between the tackles. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. On 2nd and 12, Herbert. Flushed out right. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They snap it to Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
On 4th down, Herbert eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive. Got
to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a forced.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA. DeAndre Carter, 70 yards. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Bridgewater now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert off of play action. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. That's caught right side by Palmer. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Play action. It's Herbert. Rolling to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the 2nd half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 93 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is